August 10, 2027 general election, when Kenyans will once again head to the ballot to either usher President William Ruto into a second term in office or make him a historic one-term president. The battle for numbers between the opposition and President Ruto's broad-based government has already begun, driven by an additional 2.3 million new voters registered as of April 28th this year.
The country's 2027 general election, which is exactly a year away, will be an election of many firsts. It will be the first election to test whether the 2024 Gen Z protests that led to the formation of the broad-based government will translate into numbers at the ballot, marking a possible shift from historical tribal loyalties.
Lakini nyinyi watoto wangu, nyinyi vijana, najua wengi wenu nyamna kanisa kura. Ha? Mko nazo? Tuingie mitaani.
It will also be the first election without ODM party leader Raila Odinga, and an opportunity for both the opposition and President William Ruto to inherit his traditional support base.
Ati wanatutisha, wanasema iko numbers. Vijana wa hapa, even you register as voters. Mujiandikishe, chukua ID, enda kujiandikisha mara moja. Tunataka idadi kubwa. Tunataka ile nimesema petition free. We don't want a petition. Petition inaleta uhasama.
The entry of the leader Mwananchi camp has disrupted the 2027 political arithmetic for both President Ruto and the united opposition, not only in Odinga's traditional strongholds, but across the country.
By God's grace, we must win the next election. Inshallah, we must win the next election.
Ruto hana njia ya kurudi ndani ya State House. Hana njia. Na nyinyi nataka mkae ngumu, mkae ngangari, mfuate ule mfano ambao uliwekwa na ndugu zetu wa Kapchai, mfuate na ule mfano ambao umewekwa na ndugu zetu wa
President William Ruto's choice of a running mate will also be critical in determining how the numbers tilt in his favor or against him, given the intense jostling for the slot from within ODM and warnings from allies of Deputy President Kithure Kindiki in Mount Kenya.
Particularly number 2. Don't you think I deserve to be number 2? Because that is what our concern. Can I not be number 2?
Hakuna siasa itatushinda, usibabaishwe na mambo kidogo ambayo mnasikia hapa na pale. Ni vile sisi tunajua kuna majira. Kuna time ya siasa, kuna time ya kazi.
The 2027 election will also be a first for President Ruto, without solid support in the Mount Kenya region, which gave him approximately 3.5 million votes in the 2022 presidential election. The region has since shifted its political alignment towards his former deputy Rigathi Gachagua and the opposition.
It is finished. It is over, Mr. President. For the avoidance of doubt, this by-election marks the death of UDA in this region. William Ruto knows it, and we are aware he is already scheming. He intends to introduce different colored wheelbarrows to accommodate his allies.
The choice of a joint opposition presidential flag bearer between the united opposition and leader Mwananchi will also play a key role in determining who secures the numbers. President Ruto, who won the 2022 election by a narrow margin of about 200,000 votes, after garnering 7.1 million votes against Odinga's 6.9 million votes, has intensified his campaigns in Odinga's Luo Nyanza strongholds, Nairobi, the Coast region, and northeastern Kenya. He is also banking on his Rift Valley backyard to propel him to a second term in office. The president has further intensified campaigns in northeastern Kenya, where the government is leading a massive voter registration drive. The Mount Kenya region, Western Kenya, Luo Nyanza, Nairobi, and other urban centers and marginalized communities remain key decisive voting blocs.
Kuna watu wanasema wako na kura milioni 4. Wengine wanasema wako na milioni 7. Wengine wako na milioni 3.5. Sisi tuko 1 point something. Are we serious?
In the just concluded first phase of the enhanced continuous voter registration exercise, which ended in April this year, the IEBC registered an additional 2.3 million voters. The majority of the new voters were registered in Nairobi, Kiambu, Nakuru, Kakamega, Machakos, Bungoma, Meru, Kilifi, Kisii and Uasin Gishu counties. An InfoTrack poll conducted in April 2026 showed that if elections were held then, none of the top presidential contenders would have attained the 50% +1 threshold, meaning the country would head for a runoff to determine the winner. President Ruto polled at 32%, followed by Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka at 13%. Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and Jubilee's Fred Matiang'i tied for third place at 12%, while Gachagua polled at 4%. President William Ruto and the opposition camps are banking on coalitions to beat the numbers test, with the unity of each political formation set to be put to the ultimate test. Apul Kamau, TV 47.